Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Gaming Night. I just wanted to make this video. It's kind of like a ramble video. Um, I've got some thoughts gathered, but it's just gonna be all over the place. But um, I was basically going online and one of I watch a channel and a couple of YouTube channels, and this one video came up, and I was like, "What the heck?" I clicked on it, and I got a good chuckle out of it, and I thought I'd share my opinion on stuff like that. But it claimed that Detroit Become Human is uh, just a game where you push buttons. And I'm thinking, okay. Um, I'm thinking, don't you just push buttons in all video games? I mean, if you think about it, like asteroids, you're pressing buttons and stuff on the screen happens, and like all the, and especially even newer games like shooting games, you're just shooting stuff, so you're just essentially pushing buttons. So the statement was, you're just for Detroit Become Human is just you are just watching a movie, pushing buttons, and no matter what you do, it has no effect on the gameplay or anything like that. um, Now I can go back to back in the day. There was a game called Dragon's Lair, and it was an animated experience where you have an animated cartoon, and the you had to move the joystick in the right directions and push the buttons at the right time in order to progress the game. So it essentially was the early stages of what we now have in games, the QuickTime events. So, but it was it was definitely different, and there was nothing else like it, and it was either you liked it or you didn't like it. But it hit cult status, and it's a really good game. But that's my opinion, because I grew up with it. I really like it, and I like the Space Ace, and stuff like that, Time Gal, there's games like that. So they're really interesting. Um, I also like stuff like choose your own adventure type stuff. There's games that you basically choose your like little dialogue branches, and it branches out like visual novels. I enjoy those. And it's just their experiences, and games should be able to try different things and just be entertainment. So when it comes down to it, you really are just pushing buttons, but it's what you get from the game that you're playing, the experiences, the story, the emotions that it brings. Like Fahrenheit was one of the first ones. It was also America. It was Indigo Prophecy, and it had elements of choices you did, and the game was really good game. But towards the end, it got like really weird and everything. But hey, it was a really good game, and I played it quite a few times. And then Heavy Rain came out for the PS3, and that was a little bit more had more narrative than the original, and it was seen more cohesive and made more sense. And you different things, your characters could actually die in it, so you're playing these different characters, and it branches off. And at the end of the day, there's only was like a few endings, but there was different outcomes, the different dialogue and stuff. So it was different enough to go back and play it. You could do different things. Um, it had a lot of interesting little. I mean, it doesn't have to, like, one little choice doesn't impact everything, but it's a little tiny change to the story, and it's engaging enough to I really want to go back and play it. And then which I did a lot of times. The Beyond Two Souls was more of a straightforward game where you had some like branches, but for the most part, it was more just a seamless story, and you just made little changes. But I think this Beyond Two Souls was just trying to tell a story with very little, just like interactions in it, so you could guide through it. So, but it seems like Detroit Become Human now. This one's a little bit more involved. There's like branches, and there was comments saying like what's the point of saving a fish? I mean, how does that affect the dialogue tree or whatever? But the way I look at it is like you're playing an android that has no emotions, and if you when you pick up save a fish, you are showing human emotion, so that opens up more options. So that's kind of what I feel like. So, anyways, that's about it. I'm really looking forward to playing Detroit Become Human, and I'd like to see what more it has to offer. So, if you haven't checked out the demo, check out the demo for Detroit Become Human. You may or may not like it. It may not be a cup of tea, but it's definitely, I find it very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the full story is going to be like. So, especially with all the branching off that it looks like it's going to be doing. So, once again, thanks for watching. See you next time.